Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we peel back the layers of big business and find out what is really going on. Today we are looking at Principal Financial Group Inc. And let me tell you, this report has some interesting numbers about how much money they are managing. We've got a filing here that gives us a peek into the massive amounts of money that Principal Financial Group Inc. is handling. It's not a full earnings report, but it's a special update about their assets under management, or AUM. Think of AUM as the total value of all the investments a company manages for its clients. It's a pretty big deal for companies like Principal because their fees are often based on this amount. So more AUM generally means more revenue. Make sure you subscribe, and while you are at it, if you like getting direct insights from these financial documents, make sure you join our Discord server, linked in the description below. We have a great community discussing these filings. This report is from October of 2025. It's filed quarterly to give us an update on how much stuff the company is managing before they release their full earnings report. This update gives investors a heads up on what to expect. These numbers will also show up later in their official financial supplement, which usually comes out pretty soon after these interim reports. The company we are looking at is Principal Financial Group Inc. Incorporated. They are a pretty well-known name in the financial world. They are incorporated in Delaware and their main office is in Des Moines, Iowa. Their stock is traded on the Nasdaq Global Select Market under the ticker symbol PFG Scrollatum 7.01 Scroll. This particular filing is under a section called Regulation FD Disclosure. This means they are sharing important information with everyone at the same time, which is exactly what we want. Scrollers of the 30th of September 2025, the assets under management for Principal Financial Group were $784.3 billion scroll. Now let's get to the good stuff. The money they are managing as of the 30th of September 2025, Principal Financial Group Inc. was looking after a staggering $784.3 billion. That is a lot of zeros. To put that into perspective, that is almost $750 billion. This number is split between different parts of their business. Scroll off which $601.6 billion is managed by Principal Asset Management. Investment Management, Scroll the biggest chunk, $601.6 billion, is managed by their Principal Asset Management Investment Management division. This is likely where they handle things like mutual funds, ETFs, and other investment products for individuals and institutions. More money in these funds means more fees for the company. Scroll and $150.7 billion is managed by Principal Asset Management International Pension Scroll. Another significant portion, $150.7 billion, is managed by their Principal Asset Management International Pension Division. This part focuses on managing retirement assets, likely for companies outside the United States. This shows they are not just a domestic player, but have a global reach in the retirement savings market. Scroll during times of market dislocations and a wider dispersion of returns. It is important to note our exposure to small, mid-cap, and international products in equity ARM, high yield, and preferred securities exposure in fixed income ARM, and exchange rate movement in emerging markets. Scroll the filing also touches on what could impact these massive amounts of money. They mention that during times when markets are shaky or when different investments perform very differently, it's important to pay attention to their investments in smaller and mid-sized companies, their international investments, their investments in higher risk but potentially higher return bonds, and how currency changes affect their investments in emerging markets. This is a way of saying that while they manage a lot of money, some of it is in areas that can be more volatile. If these markets go down, the total amount of assets they manage could decrease, which would mean less money earned in fees. It is a good reminder that even with trillions of dollars, there are always risks involved. Scroll's and Humphrey Lee Scroll, and here is where the report is signed off. Humphrey Lee, who is the Vice President for Investor Relations, has signed this document on behalf of Principal Financial Group Inc., Incorporated, confirming that this information is accurate to the best of their knowledge. This was signed on the 16th of October, 2025. Now let's talk about what all this means. Principal Financial Group Inc. is managing an absolutely enormous amount of money. That $784.3 billion is a testament to their long-standing presence and trust in the financial markets. Their core business of managing investments is clearly thriving. The split between their investment management and international pension services shows a diversified approach to generating revenue. The mention of market dislocations and specific investment types like small cap international equities, high yield bonds, and emerging market currencies is a very important disclosure. It is a risk warning, essentially. They are telling us that while they have a lot of assets under management, the total value of those assets can swing up and down based on what's happening in the global economy and financial markets. For example, if there is a major global recession, the value of those small cap stocks and emerging market investments could drop significantly. This could lead to a decrease in their assets under management, which in turn would mean lower fee income for principal. It is a bit like a ship captain warning about storms ahead, even though the ship is large and strong. Looking at the numbers, the company is in a strong position as they are managing almost $800 billion. This shows immense scale and scope. Their diversification into international pension services is a smart move, tapping into global retirement needs. However, the key risk they themselves highlight is market volatility. In a world where interest rates can change quickly and geopolitical events can rock markets, managing such large sums means they are exposed to significant downside risk if those markets turn south. For investors, this means that while principal can benefit greatly from rising markets, they are also susceptible to losses when markets decline. The strategy seems to be about capturing growth in various segments, but the underlying sensitivity to market movements remains a constant factor. So, what is the takeaway? Principal Financial Group Inc. is a giant in asset management with a vast portfolio. They are clearly good at attracting and managing large sums of money. Their international presence is a positive indicator of their global ambitions and capabilities. The main challenge, as they themselves admit, lies in managing the inherent risks associated with market fluctuations. If they can continue to navigate these volatile periods successfully, their position as a leading financial institution will only be strengthened. But if market downturns hit hard, the headline numbers could see a significant impact. It is a high-stakes game they are playing, managing trillions, and their success hinges on a delicate balance between growth and risk management. Alright, that is our deep dive into this particular filing from Principal Financial Group Inc. What do you think of these numbers and what they mean for the company? Future, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. And don't forget to check out the Discord link in the description where we talk more about these kinds of things. Thanks for watching and see you next time.